Hello, welcome to IT Expert YouTube video series. Today we are going to talk about quality analyst versus business analyst. Responsibilities of quality analyst: preparing test plans, test reports, test cases, and test scripts. Being responsible for the internal quality audits. Assessing the functionality of the software and detecting bugs, issues, etc. Make sure that the code is usable when officially run on a device. Compiling the assurance procedures and policies. Carrying out quality observation routines. Giving recommendations for the betterment of the business. Coming up with decent changes to the software and submitting them to superiors. Responsibilities of business analyst: understanding deeply what their business does to fulfill the needs of it. Calculating the budget and assessing the efficiency, consistency, stability, etc. Recommending suggestions to improve the process of the business for the betterment at the end. Having a basic technical understanding of technology to work with the technical team in designing better solutions to the software. Analyzing the given data to perform necessary steps that provoke the business progression. Carefully planning out a project plan and monitoring it and making sure that it is deliverable at the end. Remaining communication among different departments, especially between the stakeholders and the technical team to provide them with the needed information. Supporting the business leaders in understanding what benefits consequences might happen if changes are implemented. Business analysis tools. There are three major categories of different types of tools on the basis of the above-mentioned functions. In the next section, we will explain those categories. Requirement-related tools to describe, manage, and track requirements. Modeling tools. Collaboration tools. 1. Microsoft Office Suite. The following applications of Microsoft Office Suite come under the best business analysis tools list. MS PowerPoint. This software is used to prepare and deliver formal presentations. A business analyst often faces the situations where he needs to communicate ideas, justify or deliver project updates to stakeholders. This communication becomes more effective in the form of a presentation through PowerPoint. MS Excel. Data analysis is also a part of the business analysis, and it can be of different forms like pivot tables, examining the trends in data, sort and filter data, creating charts or graphs. All the tasks mentioned above can be well performed using Microsoft Excel, which is a spreadsheet-like tool. Along with it, Excel provides several built-in mathematical and financial functions which can aid data analysis. MS Word. Microsoft Word serves the purpose of requirement specification document. Organizations can create their specific template for documenting the requirements. It is a utility application which allows user-preferred fonts, theme, objects, shapes, smart arts, charts and even option for embedding Visio diagrams. MS Visio. MS Visio is a modeling tool that business analysts use to effectively capture and present stakeholders' ideas in the form of business functions and user interactions. The main utilities of Visio are UML diagrams creation such as use case, sequence diagrams, and activity. To prepare process flow charts. To create data models. To generate architecture diagrams. To Google Docs. Sharing project documents come under the collaboration. And nowadays Google Docs prove itself a very useful tool for sharing documents online with project members and stakeholders. 3. Rational Requisite Pro. It is one of the best business analysis tools for requirements management. This tool provides a robust solution for business requirement management for large projects. Requirements management tools like Rational Requisite Pro offers the functionality of word processing. Besides that, it can query and sort data using a dynamic database. Hence, it makes tracing requirements easy along with their changes and priority. Rational Requisite Pro also has features like conducting impact analysis and managing an audit trail of changes. 4. Balsamiq. Many projects demand wireframing applications to showcase mock-ups of a proposed system. Typically a wireframing focuses on content, user interaction. Balsamiq is among top business analysis tools for creating wireframes. The tool uses brainstorming sessions and provides immediate feedback from stakeholders. Balsamiq mockups helps business to work faster and smarter. Moreover, it allows projects to host online. In addition to that, it works as a collaboration tool between team and clients. Features: presents mockups using PDF along with embedded links. Creates reusable component libraries and templates. Provides fast and intuitive user interface. Allows to build wireframes. Links allow the user to access prototypes for demos and usability testing. Extensive library for ready-to-use controls. Provides enough users interface controls and icons. 5. SWOT. SWOT analysis is popularly used for strategic analysis and to evaluate a business. Features. The tool is free to use and a most secured tool. It allows the business analyst to load and save analysis to local XML files. One can export and view PNG files. 6. Pencil. Prototyping helps to get confirmation from the customer on the requirements. Hence, it is an important part of requirement gathering phase. Moreover, making a quick prototype helps the customer to understand the look and feel, and a prototyping tool helps a lot in doing so. Pencil is such a prototyping tool which comes as a standalone tool which can be downloaded and used locally. With a simple interface, it allows a user to drag and drop elements to create a screen. 7. Trello. Trello is a collaboration tool for business analysis which helps to collaborate and communicate between teams and share information securely. Along with that, it allows admin to analyze the business data. Features. Provides secure collaboration with a team. Allows to view team activity across boards. Allows to include members from Google Apps account. Associate and organize boards with collections. Assigns admins for privacy settings management. Helps to deactivate old members along with saving their work history. Exports data within a single click. 8. Smart Draw. Business analysts often use Smart Draw as a business analytics tool to simplify their project management work. Features. It helps to automate activities like add, move or delete shapes. You can integrate it with tools like Microsoft Office, Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive. Smart Draw Cloud plugins can increase functionality. It helps to maintain security as you can install it behind a firewall. It supports 100 languages for creating diagrams. 9. Rike. It is a real-time work management tool for business analysis purpose. It helps to decrease the overall project analysis cost by storing information centrally. Features. Provides core building blocks of work. You can request forms and automation. It allows live editing and file management. Provides a visual timeline for viewing the project schedule. Provides workload view for balancing resources with performance tracking. Project reporting. Time tracking for planning and budget management. 10. Version 1 Lifecycle. This is one of the best business analysis tools concerning its unique feature of integration capability with enterprise applications and open source software development tools. Features. It is primarily aligned with Agile software development. Flexible to scale up with ease project workspaces, portfolios, across teams and locations. Inline editing and immediate update of the attributes by users is possible. This enables advanced analysis to take a fact-based decision. It provides a special feature like Agile data mart designing. Automate decision-making during the software lifecycle. Quality analysis tools. Quality management tools that will help in achieving different organization goals and objectives. Many organizations are using quality management tools to monitor quality initiatives. There are various quality management tools which will be used for solving different problems or issues. List of the 7 basic quality tools. 1. Flowchart. 2. Checksheet. 3. Cause-effect diagram. 4. Pareto chart. 5. Control charts. 6. Histogram. 7. Scatter diagram. List of basic quality tools. Enlisted below are the top quality management, control and improvement tools that are available in the market. Flowchart. We all are familiar with flowchart since our school or college days. A flowchart is a diagram which represents a workflow process, algorithm, or a step-by-step process connected by arrows in different directions. These flowcharts are used for the representation of organizational structures, login system, document work process flow, billing transaction flow, etc. Flowchart allows identifying the actual flow of events in a system. It is the step of the process that will provide information or picture of what the process looks like and throw some light on the quality issues. Flowchart helps in identifying where exactly the quality issue is in the process. Here, every step is an action and result of it produces an output which is again used as an input to the next step. Given below is an example of sample login process into a system or application. Where only if both the username and password are correct. It goes to the next flow or else it will display an error message and ask the user to enter valid credentials. The crucial factor in designing a flowchart is to assume steps instead of the actual process step. In the flowchart, all the steps are co-relating with each other and the output of the first step is used as an input to the next step. If the input is incorrect to the initial step, then it is obvious that the final output will also be incorrect, irrelevant to the process. Check sheet. The check sheet is used to collect data and information in an easy format. It increases accuracy in the data collection process with easy method and format. It significantly reduces efforts for data collection as well. This data collection is based on actual facts and figures rather than any imaginary numbers and item. This data collection methodology produces some sort of output, and this output is in a different data format that is always easy for analysis. The check sheet is typically a list of questions or problems, in a document or spreadsheet. Check sheet helps the organization to identify the problems that prevent to deliver a quality product. This list of problems or question needs to be resolved. The check sheet is used during the review process, before production validation or in any other project management activity. It is used to ensure that the necessary prerequisite has been completed and all the required steps have been carried out before committing to the business user about the document or deliverable. The check sheet is updated by recording marks or checks on it. In the below example, the Human Resource Department tracks the number of questions raised on each day under different categories. Thus the below table shows the total number of questions raised in the Human Department by different category like health, insurance, sick time, paid time off, etc. It also provides information on the total number of questions raised on each day in a week, based on the highest number of questions raised on each category. The Human Resource Department can ensure that such information reaches all the employees, so that the efforts for raising similar questions get reduced. Cause-effect diagram. Cause-effect is also known as fishbone diagram, as the shape is somewhat similar to the side view of a fish skeleton. During problem solving, everyone in the team has a different opinion about the root cause of the issue or problem. Fishbone diagram captures all causes, ideas, and uses brainstorming method to identify the strongest root cause. Cause-effect diagram records causes of specific problems or issues related to the process or system. You will get many different causes for a specific problem. To start with the fishbone, you need to state your problem as a question, that too in terms of why. This will help in brainstorming, as each question should have an answer. In the end, the entire team should agree on the problem statement and then place this question at the head of the fishbone. The rest of the fishbone then consists of one line that is drawn horizontally across the page, attaching the problem statement at the head, and a vertical line drawn as branches or bone. These branches cover different categories as mentioned below: people, process, material, equipment, procedure, policies. The list given above is not limited, rather you can add or modify as per your project requirement. Once fishbone is completed with all branches and categories, the team will understand the root causes of the problem and then set the priorities of the causes to resolve. Pareto chart. A Pareto chart is a bar graph as well as a line graph that graphically summarizes the group of data. The data may be related to cost, time, defects, etc. Here, bars in a graph represent the values in descending order. The longest bar at the left side and the shortest bar is on the right side, and the cumulative total is represented by lines. The left vertical line or axis represents the frequency of occurrences. This occurrence may be related to cost, defects, or any other unit of measure. The right vertical axis represents the cumulative percentage of the total number of occurrences. To construct a Pareto chart, a different range of data is divided into groups and called a segment or categories. To draw the Pareto chart, you need to categorize a group of data as shown below. No signature. Address not updated. Non-legible handwriting. Already a registered customer. Any other reason. Control charts. Control charts, that are also known as statistical process control, are used to determine if the business processes are in a state of control. The control chart is a graph that shows how the process changes over time. If the analysis of the control chart indicates that the processes are stable, and there is a little variation and is under control, then there are no changes required for the process control parameter. If the processes are not under control, then control chart helps to determine the sources of variation. It means that corrective action is necessary for the process control parameter. Control charts is also known as run charts. It is a graph that used to plot your process data in a time order sequence. As given in the below graph, control chart has one central line, one upper control limit, and one lower control limit. The central line always used for an average of processes. The upper and lower control limit indicates the variation, and it is determined using historical data. The variation may be large sometimes and is easily noticeable in a few occasions. It is very small and is hardly identified by visual. Using the control chart and the points plotted, you can identify if the process variation is under control or out of control. The points that fall within the control limits indicate that the controlled process and points which fall out of the control limits are unpredictable or out of control process. Histogram. A histogram is a graphical representation in a bar chart that shows pattern falls within different conditions. It is a distribution of numerical data, and it provides necessary information about shape and dispersion or spread of a set of sample data. The numerical information can be of any type, such as marks received during the exam, the number of new employees joined within a particular month, the number of complaints received per category. The histogram shows the intensity of a particular problem and displays data in a visual format. In order to construct histogram, it is necessary to divide the range of values into specific intervals, such as an interval of 5, 10, 15. Such interval is called as bin, and these bins are consecutive, adjacent. The size of each interval is equal and these intervals are not overlapping with each other. Now, count how many values, points, etc., fall within each interval and plot a bar chart accordingly. In the below sample histogram, horizontal x-axis represents points obtained by the students in a class and y-axis represents the number of students. The points or marks received by the students are divided into an equal interval of 10 points and are obtained at a total of 10 intervals on the graph. Histograms are different than bar charts, and the difference is that a histogram represents continuous and adjacent data and of equal intervals. There is no gap between the two bars in a graph, whereas, in bar charts, there is a gap between the two bars. In quality terms, the histogram is used to identify the cause of a problem in the system and effective graphical representation in numerical format to the stakeholders. Such graphical representation can be easily understandable by the project management team and any third-party team which is not actually involved in the project. The histogram is used to demonstrate that the quality is improving as the graph shows the actual numerical data. Scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is a graphical representation which shows the relation between two variables. It is a quality management tool in which data is represented as a point, and each point plotted on the graph indicates the value on the horizontal and vertical axis. Out of these two variables, one variable is independent and the second variable is dependent on the first variable. It is also known as a scatter plot or scatter graph. Scatter diagram helps to identify the cause and effect in the system, and the variable usually represents all possible cause and effect. Scatter diagram is also used to identify the correlation between these two variables. If the variables are correlated, then the points will fall along a line or small curve. Correlation may be positive, which means the points are plotted as a rising. It may be negative. The points are falling, or there may be no correlation between those points or variables. Quality analyst career paths. As you move along in your career, you may start taking on more responsibilities or notice that you have taken on a leadership role. Using our career map, a quality analyst can determine their career goals through the career progression. For example, they could start out with a role such as quality assurance analyst, progress to a title such as quality assurance lead, and then eventually end up with the title quality assurance director. Business analyst career paths. These are the 6 most in-demand business analyst career paths. Business analyst manager, data business analyst, data analysis scientist, information security analyst, IT business analyst, quantitative analyst, business analyst manager. These managers recruit and hire business analyst team members, oversee new hire training, define best practices, and execute organizational goals. Data business analyst. These analysts work with large data sets to identify trends, develop charts, and create visual presentations to aid in business making decisions. Data analysis scientist. This career path is extremely challenging since data analyst scientists must extract meaning from collected data, interpret it, and use it to create actionable insights. You need to be familiar with machine learning and statistics to be effective in this position. Information security analyst. Cybercrime is a hot topic, and cybersecurity professionals are in huge demand. Information security analysts protect organizations from cybercriminals by interpreting security data and monitoring IT networks and systems. If you are interested in ethical hacking, you will like this position, as it usually entails finding weaknesses in systems and eliminating them. IT business analyst. This role requires working on multiple projects and operating systems while simultaneously developing more substantial business process roles. This career is a good fit for people who love crunching numbers. How BA and QA works together in one project. During define phase, BA involves in requirements gathering, reviews, meetings, clarifications, confirmations, and functional specification documentation. QA involves in reviews, meetings, gap analysis, clarifications, bridging, confirmations, and testware documentations. During design phase, typically, both BA and QA involves in design review from integration perspective. Additionally, QA creates integration test cases. During development phase, BA verifies the requirements are built in the system, and identifies the gaps and are reported for correction. QA validates the built requirements are functioning correctly as intended. QA executes the test cases created, and identifies the issues, gaps and defects and are reported for rectification fixing. For every phase mentioned above, both the BA and QA creates a common most valuable document, called traceability matrix. BA traceability matrix would be monodirectional mapping, usually from requirement system functionality. Sometimes, one-to-many from requirements to system functionality and requirements to test cases. Whereas, QA matrix is multi-directional mapping.
During UAT, BA may or may not be involved in testing the system along with the users.
Both BA and QA supports the UAT activity confirming to user needs and experiences. This concludes BA verification part. During deployment phase, QA supports by involving in post-production release testing to ensure the existing functionalities are intact and the new functionalities are working well. It does not mean that BA should not be a part of post-production release testing. This concludes QA validation part. Both the verification and validation are essential and balancing to each other, and are either manual or automated. Hence in the SDLC life cycle, both the BA and QA are the maker and checker or verifier and validator. Hope this justifies that BA and QA should operate as one team to reap more benefits cost-effective. Reduced communication gap, increased productivity, complete traceability and comprehensive coverage. Any question? Any comment? Thank you for watching this video. We provide hands-on training with labs, homework, group projects. Prepare you for the certification. Provide real projects. Internship opportunities. Support you in Resume, LinkedIn. Staffing support. Provide tech references. In-person, online class. Class retake options and more. Call us at 847-350-9034 for your free career consultation meeting. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest videos.